Good morning, everyone. All aboard. Had to do that. Playing the part now. Had to get the hat. Had to get the bandana. Got to figure out what to do to not make this flicker so much. If I make it less bright, it won't flicker, but then I look like a ghost standing here. So anyway, here we go. Let me go ahead and move the game up. Hope you're all doing fine this lovely Sunday morning if you're watching live, whatever morning if you're watching after it's been cut up on YouTube. Let's adjust my sound here. Okay. Alrighty, let's get right into the game. Campaign. We're on chapter 3. I've been through these before, but doing them live on stream. For people who don't know how to get through these, we're going to try and get through this entire thing today, get over the Mississippi. I'm going to use the realistic, normal pause mode. We start with 2 million. I'm going to probably buy out a competitor to the north of me right off the bat, and we'll see how it goes.
I did an evaluation of the contenders, and I am the best choice.
You are, Roger. I'm going to choose you again. I always choose Roger. I think balance-wise, he's one of the better people on there. Oh, you are late. Pixel, okay.
The economic upswing allowed the railroad to grow steadily, and as settlements suddenly appeared on the timetables, which until now had been in the middle of nowhere, the country had grown closer. Soon, entrepreneurial vanities and greed fueled the railroad tycoons' first rivalries for lucrative routes and connections. Meanwhile, the Mississippi formed a border between the vibrant centers in the east on the one side and the untapped settlements and new markets in the west on the other. Yet technological innovation, unbroken pioneering spirit, and a good nose for business would soon bring down this barrier as well and drive the triumphant procession of the railroad on unimpeded.
So, you're the crazy one who wants to build the Transcontinental route.
Yes, I am.
You are aware that there have already been many dreamers who have all failed spectacularly.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
You
Thought
think
I'd do the
that
part.
won't be the case for you. Oh, I don't want to destroy your dreams, of course. Give it a try.
All right, we will.
My name is Cornelius Vanderbilt. The Cornelius
The
Vanderbilt.
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm not so optimistic about the future of the railroad and prefer to invest in waterways, but you never know. So I'm interested in what goals you are pursuing.
Well, good, Mr. Vanderbilt. A little tip for you if you ever play this game. If you set it to manual pause, your score suffers by 20%. So don't do that. If you want to pause the game, build up, just click on the build railroad tracks thing, and it will pause the game up here. So that way you don't suffer the penalty, but you still have a way to pause, which is good because we want to look around at things we want to do. One of the things on this scenario that I learned, because I didn't do it the first time through, is Madison up here, you can build an industry right away. Make the sawmill so that you can have this wood brought in because you will need it to build this bridge eventually from Rock Island across the Mississippi. I had to do it from Toledo, I think, or Chicago. I actually made it. So it was a longer trip to get there. But you can actually buy that right off the bat. But one thing I'm going to do is get rid of a competitor. The one up north here is Beatrix. To the south, it's Trixie. Her railroad's worth a little too much, so we won't mess with her. But I'm going to probably buy out Beatrix right off the bat, which will annoy her.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, there she is now.
Are we competing with each other again?
We are.
That is a nice surprise. Things might not have gone so well for me last time, but I've got more up my sleeve this time.
Mm-hmm.
Some people with money find it difficult to resist me, if you follow my meaning.
What do you mean there,
So,
Beatrix?
good luck, even if you're not going to have much of that.
Huh. I see how it is. What does she mean by people with money can't resist her? Guess we'll find out later in the game. All right, so I'm kind of letting the time go a little bit so her railroad's worth a little more. I'm going to go ahead and get a personnel. There is a chief engineer available. That's nice. I'm going to take that. Because everything, construction costs 3% less. So that's good. Let's see what we got to do here. The big thing I got to do is connect 10 businesses early and reach a population of 100,000 in Toledo.
But I'm happy I don't have to wear such things. I'm sure we'll have lots of fun. But you need to be cautious of the nice lady, otherwise she'll just roll you over. But if we work together, luck will be on our side.
So let's get a sawmill going in Madison. I'm going to put it over here. That's excellent. All right. Let's pause for a moment while I go in and buy Beatrix out with my 1.8 million. I think I can buy her. I might have to take the loans right off the bat here. And then I'm going to liquidate her. Current bonds. Yeah, we'll take that. Give me money. We want bonds. Ooh, 400,000. That's nice. And then we're going to find Beatrix because hers isn't worth that much. So let's try and just buy her out. 1.84.
Go ahead. Going into this business might pay off.
Thank you.
After all, I also profit when these share prices increase.
So I'm going to liquidate everything.
Excellent.
Boom.
Thanks to you, I've earned returns on my investment 100-fold, all without lifting a finger. However, I'll be staying in the area because I just want to see how your investment vaporizes.
Oh, boy, he's confident. Let's talk about Cornelius Vanderbilt for a minute.
Success. Niles! Niles!
Yep,
I'm
I
leaving!
wiped you out. So Cornelius, who made a fortune off the railroads, of course, his grandson built the Biltmore estate here in Asheville. His adjusted income, adjusted for inflation, was $233 billion, which makes him about $50 billion ahead of Jeff Bezos. So if you think Jeff Bezos is rich, this guy was filthy rich. Anyway, let's see what I got to do. So I need to concentrate on Toledo for one, and I should get a rail line into Chicago. I'm going to have a lot of stuff building here. I'm going to go ahead and start with regular train station. I don't want to do large because I just don't have a ton of money yet. And I'm going to try and route these around the river so I don't have to build bridges. I'll build one later over the thing. I'm going to put one there. I got to put one in Chicago. Let's spin it there.
I see you've placed new stations on the playing field.
I'm going to need a large station because I want both the lumber and the meat, because this will make Chicago highly profitable. With a large station, it can capture both of these. If I did a small station, I can only get one or the other, so I'd end up having to build two small stations. So I'm just going to build one large one to encompass them both. And I will build a regular train station in Madison. Let me go ahead and spin that around. Oh, I have to connect Chicago with my hometown yet. Okay, no problem. We will go ahead and get the rail lines from Chicago to Toledo. I'll leave this on the bottom edge. Actually, let me go ahead and, yeah, the top edge is better. Well, let me think, because I'll expand that station. Let me just trash that. Okay, I'll expand this eventually. I want a place where those can come in from the north. All right, don't want to have a lot of earthworks. I want to keep this fairly flat. Conserve my money. Going to end up with some earthworks, but I can flatten them out once I get over there. Main thing is I don't want a bridge, because that's going to cost. Oh, I already had a station in here. Well, that was stupid. You know what? I could leave it for now, or I could destroy it. But I'm going to need to build Toledo to 100,000 people. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these earthworks. Get the cost down on this. Takes the trains a little longer to move because they won't move in a completely straight line. but money's imperative at the beginning, so. All right, that's pretty good. 147,000. We're going to build that. I'll have connected Chicago, and we'll stay on the train tracks. I'm going to put a parallel line and get some maybe mixed rail. I don't know, something to make us money. All right, let's go there. Go on to there. That's another 133 grand. I want to burn through my money real quick here. Signals. I need you over here. One way there. And let's see, get on this one. One way that way. And drop a pile of signals. When you do this, just clicking in it and holding control down, it will space these out evenly so a train will fit in them. That way they can all just kind of back up and line up. I will need at least one supply tower. That's a pretty long stretch. I better put 2 in. And I try and put them right where the signal was. So I put them in between, there won't be space for a train to back up. And they'll start getting jammed. Let's see, get a little closer, go for that one. Whoops. Come back. Okay. Where is the signal? There it is. Because the supply towers act as signals also. They have signals on them. So not bad. I still got 1.7 million. Still in pause mode. I'm only on the 12th of January. That's awesome. Let's get the trains going. Buy our first train. We'll open up a line there, and then I'll do the line from Madison. Okay, train. What kind of train?
I heard your.
I guess I don't get a choice. I get a Philadelphia.
That. Or is the train supposed to fly over the Mississippi?
Yeah, it's going to fly.
Negotiations over a bridge are ongoing, but that's a long story.
All right, get off my screen so I can read the rest of it.
I wanted to help you reduce your monthly labor costs.
Sure, the network is somewhat patchy in the east, and you could take care of Toledo and the other cities first. But is it really worth establishing a network there?
Yes, it is worth it. All right, first of all, I'm going to hire that security guard. I'm going to start an automatic line there. Let me go ahead and hire him because he gives me a higher freight charge. Yeah, we'll take that. And then I'm going to make a second train. We'll just duplicate it. All right, now we're going to go over and build that line from Madison. We're going to put a station in there. Regular train station, I guess. Okay. So I want to start getting lumber built over here. Lots of ones to choose from. I'll build that. I may just put one train on it, let it go back and forth since I'm doing it early. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Let me just add a locomotive. Boom. And set up a rail line. This one will be freight only. From there to here. And he's going to bring wood over, so that's good. The sawmill will get cracking. I'll run a line out of there eventually to Chicago because they need the meat. I might as well connect Madison and Chicago. I don't want Madison to use all the lumber up, though, or Chicago to use all the lumber up. Let's see what's on my list of things. So I've got one of my competitors bought out. I need 10 rural businesses, and I got to do that by 1854, ideally by 1852 to get the bonus for doing it in half the time, and reach a population of 100,000 in Toledo. Okay. I'm going to build a warehouse, probably a large warehouse. 200,000, but I really need to do it to get Toledo to build. And I'm just going to have trains running here with all sorts of stuff, the wheat and the corn, and I want to leave it, yeah, about there, I guess, is good. That works. tracks. That kind of lines up really well. All right. This has corn, wheat, vegetables. I'll even do the copper. I could do the sugar too. Let me go ahead and go into the warehouse. The wheat, the corn, yeah, the sugar, the vegetables. So now we're playing with warehouses here. All right. And I'm going to max these out, so 99. And I'm going to build a lot of trains. I'm going to start making a little video tutorial series on this for tips and stuff to do. All of these are just going to have a single train running back and forth. If I were like just playing this as a free mode game, I might double track these, but I don't need to. I just need to have enough going for old Toledo to get it built. I'm going to build one there. Actually, you know what? Maybe it'd be better to build a large one if they'll encompass it. I get all my money back. All right, let's try the large train station and see if it'll do both. It will. So even though I'm spending more, actually in this case, because I have enough rails coming into it, it might be smarter to just do the small ones, save the money. Actually, will a regular train station get it? Oh, so close. Yes, it will. Okay, so we'll put a regular train station there. We will put a small train station here. Leave enough room to make that turn. I will put another small one here. Going to spend some money. Spent half my money already. And I guess we'll put one here.
Another new station.
Yes, another new station. I'm going to slowly connect all those in, and then they're going to route into Toledo. So it will just go and get what it needs most. I want to go into Toledo and build, once it reaches 60,000, I want to be able to build a museum. First thing to do is connect some of these bad boys. This one can come there. 33,000, no problem there. I do have some earthworks I can get rid of probably. That works because I'll only have one other coming out of here. Let's see if I can actually move that a little. That's not bad. 26,000. That's much better. Let me bring that up. 25,000. All right. Let me go ahead and put a supply tower on it because they're going to need one. Signal. I'm always going to put a signal here. That's another good tip. At the stop of the, right at the line, just entering the warehouse. So the train will come up here and stop if it has to, if it's waiting. Otherwise, it will sit back here at its station waiting for this to be clear. I'd rather get it as close as I can. So that one has one. Let me get this one. This is going to be good because it's only going to need one train to deliver 2 goods. Not bad. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. So it makes the track cheaper, but it takes the train a little longer to get here. But not a big deal. We'll go ahead and pop that in. I'm under $1 million now. I'm going to watch my money. There's a lot of things I want to do here at the beginning. Go ahead and make that one way. That one I may want 2 trains on because it's going to bring in a lot of goods. All right, let's get this one, Perry Farm. Let me see how I'm going to bring that other one in. I guess it'll come over the top, so this one can come in the bottom. Let me just try and drag it down a little to leave space in there. Don't have much in earthworks on that. That's nice. I like it. Supply tower, this bad boy. Get a signal in here. I ought to put a maintenance yard. I should put a maintenance yard here, or else when trains break down, they'll have nowhere to get fixed. Okay, yeah, we know what Toledo's doing. Okay. I should also put one here. Blowing through this money. Let me go ahead, and I still got to buy these trains, too. And I'm going to need one there. I'll wait on the sugar, maybe. Let me go ahead and see what this is going to cost. Add locomotive. Boom. Don't need a conductor. Conductors help on lines with passengers. So let's go from this one here to there. Freight only, which is all it really can carry. Let's do another. Freight only line from there to there. And we'll do another freight only line from there to there. So now they'll be bringing stuff in. Now we're going to set up a track from the warehouse to Toledo. And that will give it some stuff it needs to help it grow. That's got a little, you know what, we don't need a bridge. Get out of here. We're not building a bridge. Okay. They'll just go a little slower. And I could double track this. I could probably fit a second one, but we're just going to roll with the one for right now. Signals, I'm going to put one up here. That way, and then one down here. So it can always get as close to each station as possible, even if the station is occupied. Supply tower right in the middle. Beautiful. Let's put a train. Set up a rail line from Warehouse 1 to the station in Toledo. And we'll just let him do automatically bring whatever the heck he wants. Conductor, I'm going to go ahead and hire her. What else do we got? Ooh, surveyor. What does she do? Gives me 5% less on the cost of new routes. I like it. We'll take it. Nobody in freelancer. Okay, so I got that all going. Let me stop and kind of see what I need to do here. Other things I'm going to need to do, connect the cities of Chicago, St. Louis, and Louisville. That's pretty easy. So reach the population of 100,000 in Toledo and 50 loads of lumber to Rock Island. I got time for that. Connect 10 rural businesses. I've already done 4. So I might as well get this, if I can build this without spending too much. It's going to have some earthworks, but let's just try and get this in here. 61,000. It's got 8,000 in earthworks. Maybe get rid of a little there. Here's some earthworks. There you go. I got rid of some of it. 4,700. That's not bad. 60,000. And let's put in a signal just before he gets to the station. Flip it around the other way. Okay. Supply tower. Got to have a supply tower. And a train. Add a locomotion. All right. Set up a new rail. We'll go from there to the warehouse. So it's got all 5 of those goods that it's bringing in. Okay. Let's take a look at Toledo. So they've got a cloth factory for one, too. I don't know where I can get them cotton. In the meat industry, but they got no meat anywhere close. Wish I could just buy that out. But let's see what they're demanding. They want cattle. They want wood. Everybody wants wood. Cotton, beer. Gosh, the milk, the vegetables. That'll help. We'll have some things going. They are at least not shrinking anymore, so this route will definitely help up to the warehouse and back. There's milk up there. I could bring them. There's cattle down here. I can bring them. I'll bring that straight in. Let's do a small train station. Strange station. There you go. All right, we'll bring that in the backside. This will help their meat industry, and it will help their trade with Chicago, both of which will help them grow. So that's 88,000. I'm going to, boy, let's see. I have 2 points here. That's good. I'll use that one. Let's get rid of some of these earthworks. Get this track price down. This one I may want to double track. But right now we'll just roll with it. Because I got a lot I want to get done. And I've got to have it done by like 1852. So I can always add a second track later if they're not getting enough meat. Go all the way up there. And I want to actually look at this line from Chicago to Toledo. Let me see what we got here. Let me look at the trains. I may want to add a couple more. That one's carrying passengers and mail, passengers and mail. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more. See, that one's going to carry meat now. That's good. Start making some money. Who do I got in here? Hired new applicant headhunter. I'm not going to pay to have him steal from the other company. So I'm in March. I've got a ways to go. There's more corn. One of the other things to do is to connect Indianapolis, St. Louis, and Chicago. That's going to take some doing. Chicago's got a meat factory. Here's cotton. What am I going to do for that? Would like to get them cotton for there. Where else is cotton? Oop, there's one up here. Aha. There's one there. I could have that coming to the warehouse. Perfect. That's perfect. And I think I have a fourth line to bring it into. So let's go ahead and add cotton to this. This will keep Toledo growing. Once I get that, we'll max that. And this will be a pretty good setup to at least get things started. And I'll be about broke at that point. And I still got to go over and connect Madison. So I got to bring this rail down. And I just don't have the funds to double line these, unfortunately. All right, let's try and just run straight up to the cotton place. But we are going to first pull this out of here. All right, let's flatten that down. Raise that up. 67,000. Eek. It's a little better. Got rid of most of the earthworks. So 65,000, not horrible, I guess. We have to have the cotton. Put a supply tower in here. Signal down here. So see what I'm doing here, basically. If all of these supply trains come in, they can at least all come up here and stop and wait their turn. Otherwise, they'll wait back at their station. And then it just takes them too long to get there. All right, get one more locomotive. Rail line, boom, to here. And I may want to double this line up because that's going to start filling up fast. Let's see what we got in here. It's got plenty of wheat. We'll just keep my eye on that. I may want to make a second line. I need to get this Madison connected to Chicago. I really don't want to go across the river. So I may just put a small station that I can expand later. 194,000 left. I've like wiped out my money. Small train station. Well, I'm not going to have a good way to do this no matter what. But hello there, child. All right, we're going to bring this out and around. That milk I'd like to get too, but we're just going to worry about getting up here to Madison. 106,000. I'm not spending 106,000. You're crazy. No, now it's 114. I've made it worse. Now it's 158. What are you, stupid? It's this bridge that's killing me. You guys can just go down. There you go. 78,000. That's better. Not much in earthworks. Any other earthworks I could cut out? 76,000. It's about as flat as I can make that. Got to have some earthworks just to make the line functional. That one I'll probably want to double track from Madison to... See, it's got a paper mill, so it actually needs straight wood. That's what it needs more, but we're going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to set up an auto trade route for them. Holy moly. Let me go ahead and put the signals in. One there. Signals cost you nothing, so... Put one there. Supply tower, kind of somewhere in between these. That one I'll probably want a double route, but right now I'm going to just put this train in and then I'll be broke. Set up rail line from Madison. Did I do? I hope I did one from there to there. Yeah, I see the train. To this station in Chicago, automatic, so they can do whatever. He's going to bring wood. They want wood. So right now I can't even build out to Rock Hill. That'll get Rock Island. That'll get unlocked at some point. But I have to do some of the early things first. So I'm down to 15,000. So we could subtitle this "How to Blow $2.5 million." I'm at 114,000 in the first quarter. Not bad. Got someone I can hire here. What do we got? I've hired them. I got a new applicant, inventor. That would give me 100 points, which would be nice. Get a little ahead of my competition, but I don't have the money for it. So we're going to go ahead, and this will increase the number of passengers in every city where I have a station. So that's nice. Increase it by 8%. And we're just going to let it run a little bit. So Toledo should hopefully be growing at this point. Oh, no, it's shrinking. Why is it shrinking? They're not bringing in enough stuff, I'm sure. It still hasn't brought in cotton or anything yet. That's going to be the next thing I need to do is get a double line here on Toledo. It's going to need 2 trains. Just no way around that. Which I can go ahead and pre-lay it. Let me go ahead and go from here. Go as far as I can with this line. If you snap it right next to it, that will automatically expand that tower. Okay. There you go. That's 21,000. I can actually build that. We'll go ahead and do that. Wipe me out. All right. I have $181. I have $181. All right, here. I'm going to go ahead and make that one way. I can actually get rid of this now. Control move, remove this signal. Don't need that. Probably don't need, I didn't even, yeah, I did put one at the end here. Because they could create problems there. I'm going to get rid of this for a moment. I get my full 30,000 back. Because I want to put signals evenly spaced in there. Which it's only going to put the one signal. Oh, so somewhere in between those is where I want to put the supply tower. So that they have enough room to keep the trains. Oh, it can't. That's interesting. I'll get as far up the track as I can. That's because of these earthworks here. I could tear those down. That should still leave enough room for the train. So as I build up money, I'm going to want to duplicate this train. So I have 2 going back and forth. So I can get Toledo built, which is one of my goals, get them to 100,000, and I need to connect 10 businesses. I've got 9 of 10 done. So I should just connect something and say, fine. I mean, I could just put a little train station here and connect it just to get that in. I've got till 1852 to do it. I've got till 1854, but I want to do it in half time to get the time bonus. Grand Rapids isn't connected either. All of these are connected. That's fine. I've got meat from there. All right, 20,000. Going to take a little bit. I got to get about 35,000. Do I have a? I do have a station or a maintenance warehouse in there. Good. I have one in Toledo. I don't know if I put one in Chicago. I didn't, but it can get maintenance on the other side. Problem is, this one doesn't have one either. So that's not good. And I don't think I put one in Madison. So I'm going to have to like save up 80,000 for each of those. But what we're going to do first is find this this Toledo to the warehouse thing. I want the Toledo to warehouse 1 to Toledo. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. All right, boom. He's going to bring. Oh, see, he's going to load them up with cotton. So now their clothing factory or their fabric factory will take off. So at least they're not shrinking anymore. That's good. 53,000. Boy, I got to get them back up there. I want them to get to 60,000 because then I can build a museum, which boosts them to by 10%. Yeah, one of my trains is broken down. I'm fully aware of that. I don't need her telling me that. Yeah, why would that one break down? Did I not put a supply tower over here? I may have not. Let me go ahead and put a supply tower in there. So that's, well, that shouldn't need it. What's causing it is actually the fact that I don't have a maintenance yard over here in Madison. So that'll be the next thing we're saving up for. Then I wouldn't mind bringing some stuff into Madison to help it grow so I can have some money. We'll go ahead and hire the stoker, put them on a train. New applicant, station master, 5% reducing time taken for dispatching trains. Good. We'll take that. And I don't really care about either of them. We'll just fast forward that for a little bit because there's nothing I can really do right now till. Yeah, locomotive was slow because of missing operational supplies, but he'll get it when he gets over here to the tower. I don't want to, boy, I wouldn't mind buying that. That does logs, but no, can't really spend the money on that. Okay, so we're over 80,000. I can get a maintenance depot in here. Typically, I like to have them at every station, but we'll roll with it for right now. We'll see how Toledo's doing as they get their supplies in here. Creative accounting. Increase the profit of my factories. That would be nice. I'm going to do it one time. If she outbids me, she outbids me. I don't have the money to bid back. Okay.
Are you sure you're not biting off a little bit more than you can chew?
Ride our train into the station. Goodbye, train. All right, we're coming in. Good, he brought some sugar, he brought some corn, all these things that'll make them happy. Toledo 2 cannot be reached. What do you mean Toledo 2 cannot be reached? Toledo 2 cannot be reached. This is Toledo 2. Why can't he be reached? Why is the train going back on that side? Why are you going back on that side? You know what? I'm getting rid of you. No, I don't want to copy the train. I want to get rid of this. Go ahead and get rid of that. A little error there. What's going on here that he... Oh, I have the one-ways set wrong. Let me go ahead and remove this signal. There you go. Now I got the one-ways set correctly. All right, so this guy can take off now, and I'll go ahead and duplicate him. Which this works well because the other train will just come in here. So he's waiting for track clearance. Once that guy clears these signals, well, no, because now he's waiting for this one. But he'll eventually get in there. We'll just keep him highlighted. I got 29,000. So I probably ought to seriously think about getting another repair thing in, like, Chicago. Stoker, we're going to take these Stokers. They will help the trains move faster. Let me go ahead and put a Stoker on here. Let's look at the other train. Get him a Stoker. All right, so that's good for him. This one's bringing vegetables over. That should make Toledo happy. And he'll come into the station and unload. What else do they need to make them happy? They have the meat. They should have wheat. They may not be getting it fast enough.
Great. Your locomotives can travel quickly in one direction.
Are you being a smarty pants? She's being a smarty pants. I'm going to take the security guard, and we will add that to one of these trains. Security guards will up my... Oh, darn. Let's flip-flop these, see if that works. Okay. Up your profit by 5% on the train, so that'll be nice. Got the cotton north of Toledo, yes, indeed. Just figure out what I need to do next year. Let me go ahead and I need to buy one of these just because I want to unlock the next train, the Rensselaer, to have an express train. Bing! All right. So let's see how we're doing there. They're shrinking, they're shrinking. That's fine. I don't care about that. That's neither one of those is one of my goals that I have to do, right? So Toledo's kind of holding fast, but I need to get them built. Let me get another business connected to, if not Toledo, then someplace, just to get that one out of my hair, even if they don't utilize it. Let me go ahead and just put a small train station right here. And go ahead and connect the track, and that will make it connected. And we'll buy that.
I must admit the results speak for themselves. This rail network is impressive.
We'll do that. Let's put this in here to go one way again. So I've got a crossover here, so this train can actually cross over and get onto the other side. If I, put one in. I don't even know if they have demand for it. Don't need to open that. Let me see what Chicago's demand is for. Do they have a demand for clay? If so, I'll go ahead and do it. I doubt they do this early, but they might. No, they have no demand for clay. Does Toledo? Because I could have gone the other way. Toledo doesn't have a demand for clay either. All right, let's see. What do we got here? No task. Boom. Hired. Analyst. Causes hysteria in the marketplace and increase or reduce the price of a company. I tend to like them, but I don't have a lot of money to buy per share, so I'm not going to blow money on that. I could run up another train from one of these. He's already got corn, but do they have enough? That's the question.
Oh, where's the fun without a bit of cheating, huh?
So beer would be a good thing to bring them. They're not getting, are they not getting, why aren't they getting the wheat? Do I have to like do a second wheat run, or I might almost do a wheat line directly just to bring it to them, because that'll make them really happy. Small train station, so I'll go ahead and do that, because I could run that warehouse to Chicago too if I needed to.